Hey guys, welcome back. So recently I posted a Rosetta video. It was one of my favorite ones I've made so far, so if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. But fun fact, I actually shot that video 4 times, and because of that, I have tons of B-roll of Rosettas that didn't get used. So I thought, why not just sit back and tell a story and watch these Rosettas together? So I wanted to tell you guys this story. It involves goldfish, or at least my memory involves goldfish. I don't know if any of you are fish lovers, but maybe don't continue this story if you are fish lovers. But I was about 5 or 6, and I'm in my bedroom hanging out, doing what typical 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds do. I don't know, drawing, coloring, Russian roulette, some things like that. And my mom comes into the room and she's like, "Hey, do you want to go to the fair?" My 5 to 6-year-old self is like, "Hell yeah, I want to go to the fair. Let's go to the fair." But it's already 3 p.m. It's a little late to go to the fair, and we get dressed. We get ready for the fair. We wear warm, colorful colors because it's an event to go to the fair. And we go out, and we're finally in the car. It's about 4 o'clock, and we get to the fair. It's about 4:30. And the fair, to my 5-year-old self, is this whimsical place, colorful lights, big Ferris wheel, and lots of games and people in different outfits. It's very colorful and fun. You've been to a fair. You know what a fair looks like. We've walked around just a little bit. We're looking at some of the booths and some of the attractions, and it's also starting to form clouds overhead, so we're getting this impending fear that, oh, the fair's about to get rained out. And that is exactly what started to happen. But we continued normally. We kept going, and we're walking around, and we're enjoying all the sights, and we see this one man who is standing in front of this big red box. And this box is painted in lots of gold lettering. It's very ornate. And on top of the box is a large fish tank full of goldfish. I mean, thousands of goldfish. The man standing behind the box was a rather tall gentleman in a red coat with a long beard, but he had a very soft smile. He's not intimidating whatsoever, but definitely fair folk. But by this point, the clouds above us had turned black, and it was definitely about to rain, so the fair was shutting down. And right as I approached this booth, everything around him was shutting down as well. And he looked at me, and he could tell that I was disappointed that the fair was closing, especially because I just got there. And so he leaned down right in front of me, and he said, "Hey, would you like to take some fish?" And my reaction was like, "Hell yeah, I want to take some fish. Let's go." And I asked my mom, I'm like, "Hey, can I take a fish? We're going to take it home. I'll get it a tank. I'll take care of it." And she said, "Of course, as long as you take care of it, you can have a fish." And so he grabs this big scoop and he goes into the tank and he dips the scoop and picks up what's like maybe 40, 50 goldfish and puts them all in a bag filled with water. He ties it up and he hands it to me and says, "Here you go. Enjoy the rest of your day." Now, I am in complete shock. I did not realize he meant some fish, not one fish. And so I'm holding this bag of like 50 goldfish, and I have no idea what to do with it. I'm 5 and or 6 at the time. But we didn't argue it. We took the goldfish. We went all the way back to the car. We drove home, and we got them a very large tank, and we fed them and made sure everything was okay. Got them some water toys, as you do when you get a new fish, and everything started to go back to normal. Over time, the fish in the tank seemed like there was less and less in there. And over a few months, it was getting very noticeable that there was definitely some fish missing from that aquarium. It would later be revealed by the process of time, when there was only 10 goldfish left, that they had been eating each other. Which is why I debate maybe they weren't goldfish. They may have been perhaps beta fish, and my memory is skewed because, of course, I was 5 and or 6. All in all, only 10 goldfish survived. My parents denied ever messing with the fish. They said they were completely hands-off. That was a me project, and I did not take any fish out or do anything that would kill the fish. Their bodies simply disappeared. And that experience for me was my first introduction to death. Pretty scary. Also, this Rosetta is very pretty. I am sad I did not use that in the video. So that is it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you liked the story we're telling. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like this, say in the comments, "Yo, I don't like this." And I'll go, "Oh, all right, cool." Have a nice day, guys. Love you. Scumbag.